Hello everyone, welcome back to Fight Tonight channel. Friends, before starting to watch this video, I would like to ask you to subscribe to my channel. I really want to get 5,000 subscribers on my YouTube channel. Thanks for supporting me, guys. Gervonta Davis no longer has respect for Shakur Stevenson. We aren't cool anymore. Now a decade into his pro career and with a 100% win rate in all 29 of his fights, there are few people who respect Gervonta Davis hasn't earned it, but apparently he feels disrespected by lightweight rival Shakur Stevenson. Tank Davis has proven himself to be a real badman from Baltimore, with which wins against the likes of Leo Santa Cruz in 2020, a protracted beatdown on Cuban Yuriorkis Gamboa in 2019, and most recently back in April, a devilish body shot saw him take a high-profile pay-per-view win over the much-hyped Ryan Garcia and the T-Mobile Arena in Las Vegas. Speaking to our channel, the current WBA World Lightweight Champion explains why he no longer has any respect for the former WBO featherweight and super-featherweight belt holder Shakur Stevenson, after Stevenson suggested Davis wouldn't dare get into the ring with him. He throws shots, then want to be buddy-buddy. Know what I mean? Saying all this stuff on Twitter, then running into my locker room and wanting to take a picture, and all that type stuff. You feel me? He's got to stand on that. We ain't cool no more. That's why I am in this mood. I ain't got no friends in this. Don't go on the internet saying I wouldn't dare step in the ring with you. That's disrespect. This is not the first time Davis has spoken out over Stevenson. Early in the month, he doubted the power the 25-year-old carries into the ring. That said, Stevenson has seen plenty of success in lower divisions, and the sleek southpaw moved up to lightweight in his last fight in April, rushing aside Yoshino with a 6-round TKO win. As such, he is now campaigning in the same circles as Tank, so a head-to-head between the two young Americans is a mouth-watering prospect indeed. Gervonta Davis says lightweight rival has no power. What happens when he gets hit? Gervonta Davis has questioned Shakur Stevenson's ability to mix it with the best at lightweight, doubting his power at the higher weight class and wondering what happens when 25-year-old gets hit. Stevenson won the silver medal at the Rio 2016 Olympics before switching to the professional ranks the following year. Since his debut, the southpaw has won all of his 20 fights and become world champion at both featherweight and the super featherweight, but now has his eyes set on taking on the main players in perhaps the sport's most competitive division. However, notorious power puncher Davis believes that Stevenson lacks the power to live up to the high expectations, having gone the distance in half of his professional fights. Tank told Morning Combat that fans will see whether his fellow American is as good as they think once he gets hit by someone with power. Why do people even talk like he's the best? He didn't even have power at 126 or 30. How can you stop people that can actually hit? All that boxing, you're gonna get hit. What are you gonna do when you get hit? Stevenson is now the frontrunner for a shot at the undisputed crown after he defeated Yoshino. Meanwhile, Davis will be made to sit on the sidelines before he can attempt to become a two-division champion himself, after being sentenced to jail time this week, where he is expected to serve 2 months of his initial 3 months punishment. Tank is undoubtedly the money fight in the division, so could pick and choose his opponents, but has made it clear in the past that he is not chasing any easy nights. Best promoter in the game, Oscar de la Hoya impresses fans by promising huge fight for Ryan Garcia. The Golden Boy has been in the news lately for the wrong reasons. Fans and followers were still coming to terms with the online spot between Oscar de la Hoya and Ryan Garcia. And then this shit happens, that the former world champion turned promoter failed a lawsuit against his charge. Despite the developments, de la Hoya remains an optimist who prefers looking ahead. His latest tweet earlier today epitomized the fighting spirit that elevated him to the top echelons of boxing back in the day. De La Hoya mentioned being tied up with several activities for this year's second half, while there is a match between Virgil Ortiz Jr. and Eimantas Stanionis. There are plans afoot to return Jaime Munguia and William Zepeda. Most important of all, he expects a big bout for Ryan Garcia. Should Haney lift to 138 pounds, then Davis, who holds the WBA's regular belt, will be elevated by the sanctioning body to super champion status, and Haney's departure would see Stevenson collide with the highest ranked opponent for the vacant WBC strap. Most observers view Davis vs Stevenson as a future mega fight, and Sean Porter agrees. "When I look at the way both fighters box, I think it's a match made in heavier," say Porter. "It's the best fight in boxing to be made, and I think it will happen next year. There is a specific recipe required, I believe, to be a tank, and I honestly believe that Shakur has the gifts, the talent, the athleticism, everything within that recipe." Davis and Stevenson are both expected to return in the fall. At the moment, their immediate futures might depend on Haney's final decision when it comes to his current title reign at 135 pounds. They aren't even a real award show. Fans furious about Gervonta Davis getting nominated for bad awards while being in prison. WBA regular lightweight champion Gervonta Davis has experienced both extraordinary victories and legal challenges in the year 2023. Despite showcasing his boxing prowess with victories over Ryan Garcia and Ryan Garcia, with the later fight drawing significant attention and breaking pay-per-view records, Davis now finds himself facing a different kind of fights as he grapples with a recent arrest and the subsequent prison sentence. Davis solidified his reputation as a formidable force in the ring. In addition, his victory over Garcia stole the spotlight. The bout shattered previous pay-per-view record, surpassing 1 million buys and becoming the most watched boxing event in recent memory. This, complete with the tank comfortably winning via 7th round knockout, cemented him as arguably the best rising star of the sport. This might be the reason why the 28-year-old was nominated for the Best Sportsman of the Year award. Davis competed alongside the likes of NBA stars LeBron James and Stephen Curry, and NFL stars Jalen Hurts and Bubba Wallace. Although the awards eventually went to Hurts, this nomination proved to impact Davis in boxing this year. However, Davis was nominated for the award despite being in prison, ignited a firestorm of fan reactions. Many fans expressed their frustration and disbelief, questioning the legitimacy of the award show and the criteria for nominations. In addition, the fans didn't hold back in expressing their outrage. Fans outraged after Gervonta Davis gets nominated for an award. Thanks for watching, guys. If you like this video, please subscribe to my YouTube channel.